What's good, y'all, man? It's your boy Side. You already know we finna go get to the video that's actually called Alan Wake 2. They had dropped another trailer of this as so behind the scenes. So we're gonna see everything they're gonna show us in this because I did not react to the second trailer they dropped. I know this has probably been like 2 weeks, so this is gonna be merged and it's just like a 1-minute clip. And then we're gonna see behind the scenes and breaking it down how they made a game. Actually, people's actually creating it. So we finna check this out, man. I'm not gonna take every y'all time. Make sure y'all go to the TikTok. Everything you need is right there. I'll go look in the bottom of this video as where my Twitter is at. If y'all wanted the information, y'all just go check that out. But now I'm saying, let's get to this.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we're all ripped to pieces along the way.
Okay, so they're throwing some footage and gameplay.
One of my all-time favorite writers, and this on the show. He's here to talk about his latest book. Initiation tells the story of a fictional writer named Alan Wake, who is trapped in a nightmare, desperately trying to find the manuscript of a novel he has forgotten he's written.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember it.
Did you write them or not?
The cult bleeding.
No! You got the wrong man! It's my fault! He got out!
Wake has a double. Where is he now?
Graphics look amazing too. That's one thing I
Doing the story, just write me out of the story.
The fuck? Okay, that's the trailer, y'all. Now we're gonna get into the
saga experience that takes place in the Pacific Northwest is only one part of this experience. The other side is us returning to play as Alan Wake and revisiting a location not only from his past, but also from Remedy's past.
At the end of the first game, Alan Wake dove into Cauldron Lake and ended up in the nightmare dimension underneath the lake or connected to the lake. There is a whole world there waiting.
Okay.
And he's been stuck there ever since.
See, I didn't even play the first one.
It's a nightmare reality based on the person's subconscious.
Yeah,
For Alan Wake himself, he's gone back to a place from his past.
New York, this fictional version of New York, has a certain magic to it.
Man, look at them graphics,
this archetype of a big city.
It's gonna be a
to
trip
me, that
this.
feels like the right place.
He is a writer from New York City. A lot of his books were these gritty, noir, grimy version of New York City. And so we're starting to see this almost replica of his own internal image of New York start to build itself around him.
There's a lot of history that's happened there from a narrative experience related to his wife, Alice. There will be characters that turn up in New York that kind of are connected to some of those books that he wrote as well.
Okay.
The New York we refer to is an echo of the hard-boiled crime noir city present in the Alex Casey book, which is the novel written by Alan Wake.
Another place to use.
So he done wrote the book and then manifested it.
We only used the very old school
like
graffiti from the 70s and the 80s, and we kind of came up with our own version of it, which has a bit of a twist of like horror and nightmare. So we created something that we call nightmare graffiti. If you pay attention to details, even the smallest sign has something to say to you. And we want to create the feeling that the dark place is talking to Alan and the player.
Okay, that's dope.
It's sort of a surreal, ever-changing, ever-modulating dreamscape. We want to make the player feel uneasy at all times.
He has learned a lot. So we come back to him, and in some ways, he is the master of the supernatural now. Is he better off because of that? No, quite the contrary. And that to me also is a big part of the horror of it. Like he's really, really lost and really, really struggling.
For him, it could be 1 or 1,000 years. He is just in this room with a typewriter, and that's his world at this point. He's just writing and writing and writing and working through a way out, like trying to find an escape through the only tool that he has, which is writing.
Wow. Saga is fighting for her life while Alan is fighting for his own sanity. It's really about like paranoia, confusion. Will you take the risk of revealing the shadow even if there is a monster hidden behind?
In the Pacific Northwest, playing as Saga, I feel there's more of an ebb and flow, or at least it will feel that way to the player. They come back to Saga as a part of the game and feel maybe a little bit of relief. Not to say that the Pacific Northwest doesn't have its own dangers, because we definitely do.
Because you got two characters clearly.
To me, Ilkka Villi, the physical actor of Alan Wake, and Matthew Poreda, the voice actor of Alan Wake, being portrayed by anyone else.
This is how it works. Ilkka will paint a picture, and then he'll send it to me, and then I'll paint a little bit on the picture, and then I send it back to him. There's this kind of collaboration that we do, and it's very rare that you see us in the same place together. It's singular, and it's ours.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember.
Yes, he did.
When we were making Alan Wake 1, we always used to say that he's terrified but cool. I don't think that a lot of the coolness is left. He's in deep trouble.
There's no escape. You will never escape. You will drown here. You are stuck in a loop. You don't have a clue. You are lost.
There's a humanity to him that you're going to see in this game that you didn't get in the first game. There's a depth.
This part might be like the Joker. I swear to God.
My name is David Harewood, and I'm playing a character called Wallingdor.
Is that who I think that is? Did he just pass away?
This is my talk show.
I swear to God, I feel like I see him, but
Wallingdor.
Alan Wake is here.
They must have shot this before.
One of my all-time favorite writers and guests on the show.
He seems fairly affable and friendly and fun, but
like
as the story develops, I think you get an idea that Dor is not quite the person who he seems to be. As an actor and a gamer, it's just really cool to be not just in a video game, but to be in a video game made by who I think are probably some of the best video makers. Their storytelling is fantastic, and it's really dark.
That's good. Well, yeah, we're gonna be.
As a writer, you're always thinking, well, my stuff isn't good enough. Is this, gonna actually work? And I think Alan is getting that feedback in a much more tangible and consequential way. It's interesting taking your own profession and applying it as a threat to a character.
I know you from somewhere.
You've just forgotten again. We're in it together. Don't worry.
We have been working hard to make sure that Alan Wake 2 is a very satisfying continuation.
It's been so long, we got a second one.
It is not the story that you would expect.
I appreciate them.
In my opinion, it is the better for it, and you will be surprised, and I hope pleasantly.
Oh, we are. October the 27th, y'all. Just know I'll be playing this. I can't wait. All right, y'all know that's the end of the video. I'm finna go ahead and just end this thing off because we got enough information of them just telling us what this game is going to be. Everything y'all see, I'm going to buy this day one. I just wanted to react to this because this is the second trailer of this. Y'all see me actually playing this literally on October the 27th. I try to fit the schedule and the time with these two games I got coming out, but this is a game I am playing on my channel. So if y'all want to see me play this, make sure y'all subscribe, man. Make sure y'all do it because my content be lit. But I'm finna go and sign out. Y'all be easy, and I'm out this thing.
We'll be surprised, and I hope pleasantly.